Hey you guys, this is Kristi Attaway with ShiftMyBody.com, and we're going to do a Q&A session today. I had a lot of awesome questions that have come from my clients, and I hope that each of these questions will help you in your health and fitness journey. So here we go with the first one. The first one was, what do you think about a Bowflex? Is a Bowflex a good piece of home equipment, or home piece of equipment, however you would say it. This gal found this piece of equipment on a garage sale online or something like that, and she wanted to know if it was effective. So my answer is, I would take that money and invest it towards a stability ball, some bands, like a green band, a red band, a blue band, the different levels of bands, and maybe like a bench. A lot of times you'll see online that people will just give benches away for free. And again, an array of dumbbells from 5, 8, 10, 12, 15, 20. If you just eventually, every time you see something online, those dumbbells, try to get to 50 pounds eventually. It's really beneficial to have dumbbells. Unless you're moving around a lot, it is quite annoying to move your dumbbells. But that's generally when you can find the cheapest dumbbells are people that are moving because they don't want to haul them out. So your best bet is to always, personally, and again, this is just an opinion from me, instead of doing a large piece of equipment, do one that you can take with you on trips. So again, a stability ball, because you can deflate it and blow it back up at a gas station. Even a home cycling bike. I had a friend that would take her cycling bike in the back of her Suburban on all of her camping trips. And she's like, it's quick, it's efficient, it's easy to roll in there. She got her bike for like $100 on an online garage sale. So again, I would do stability ball, bands, dumbbells, and a bench. And when you have those, you can get away with a lot in your workouts. Even kettlebells. Kettlebells are great to have. Okay? So I would take the money, invest it towards a lot of little piece of equipment. Another piece of equipment that is really nice to have, and I think it's easier to haul around versus a stability ball, is a Bosu ball. So it's half of a stability ball, and the bottom half is a hard plastic flat surface versus the full round thing. And you can deflate that also. And your kids love to play on those. Those are awesome for abs. So I would invest in that type of equipment versus a large piece of equipment like the Bowflex. Sorry, Bowflex. I did have one at one time. I bought it at Sam's Club, and about a month later I took it back. I had some good workouts on it, but again, it was just big, and after a while I got burned out. I like feeling like you can move around with your workouts, that you can like challenge your brain and from one thing to the next, So that's the first question. The second question is summer schedule. Summer has gotten hectic. Summer, I had my workout schedule down. The kids would go to school. I would go to the gym. It was so much nicer. I'm not getting my workouts in. I'm waking up to kids' faces. So here we go. Women, mamas, fit mamas. When we want to stay fit, we have to recognize that sometimes we have to get up before those kids. When I work with a woman, my number one suggestion is do your best not to wake up to kids' faces. Do your best to try and at least get out and do 15-20 minutes of cardio, connect with the air, the earth, even if it's a gym, connect with your sweat. Set your intentions for the day before you're having to run your household, and at least get 15 minutes in. You can always do your abs at home, and then when it's downtime, maybe take a 15-20 minute nap and just plan for a little bit of rest time during the day if you're having to get up earlier to get your workout in. So at least start with that. Just say, okay, I don't even care about the lifting, the cardio, and I'm supposed to do this, I'm supposed to do that, and I shoulda, coulda, woulda. Just say I'm going to get up 20 minutes earlier. I'm going to make sure I have my own time, and I can promise you that'll turn into something. You'll feel so much better. It's something I dedicated myself to since my kids were babies, like 2 days old. Even if it was just getting outside, going outside for 10 minutes, taking a walk around the block, and setting my intentions for the day. So I highly, highly suggest that. My ideal schedule for a woman is to make sure that they get up, they do their cardio on an empty stomach. Now, some people will be like, well, why cardio on an empty stomach? Because there's less confusion. It seems like when I'm telling a woman to go to do your shake and then go to the gym, and it just gets too confusing. So I just say, just bring a shaker bottle, put your protein powder in it, bring like an apple, Go do your cardio, get it out of the way, do some abs, and then if you have a chance, hit the gym and do some weights. I personally do my weights at a separate time. Again, I live next door to a gym. You guys can see it over there. But if you don't have that luxury, then maybe do like your abs at home. Your biceps and triceps can probably be done at home. And then try and hit the gym sometime that day for at least 30 minutes. You know, you really can get an awesome lift in 30 minutes, especially if you do your biceps, triceps, and abs at home, okay? So again, ideal schedule. Get up, do empty cardio, 20, 45 minutes. Make sure you're mixing it up. You're doing HIIT cardios like 2 days a week, sustained cardios on the other days, and you really don't need to do cardio more than 4 days a week. I personally do it 6-7 days, but I'm known as the cardio freak, always have been known for that, and it's what keeps my brain going so that I can continue to talk to you. It's just, it's my choice. I choose to do cardio. And yes, I recognize that too much cardio can do metabolic damage and all that kind of stuff, but I listen to my body that way, okay? Then I always suggest do your abs right after. Get some really, really good abs in. Even if it's like coming home, picking up your kids, and heading to the park real quick. Just, you know, use that as leverage. Be like, gotta go to the park. And then do like hanging knee raises when you're there. Do mountain climbers, do planks, do push-ups, do, you know, just think like, okay, my kids are at the park. This is when I do my abs and my stretching. And then when you're at home, throw in some biceps and triceps if you want, maybe just twice a week or something, but then at least get your 30 minutes of weightlifting in at least 4 days a week. And it needs to be something that's going to for sure give you that confidence that you are building strength, whether it's with power, speed, agility. It could be strength, it could be like waiting between sets, as long as you're increasing. Again, if you see on some of my Instagram or Facebook videos, you'll see that like I do some jump squats or jumping lunges, and I do some strength things. As long as you are focusing on always increasing your performance, meaning you can lunge deeper, you can go heavier on the weight, you can go faster, you can go quicker. You can focus on just one of them, and you can focus on all of them. But as long as you have the intention of, I want to be bigger, better, stronger, leaner, quicker, faster in this 30 minutes of weightlifting. And that's your metabolic burn. That's what's going to give you that post-metabolic burn, and that's really going to cap it off of that cardio. So I want each of you women to just expand your capacity. Really all it is just expanding your capacity and just saying, okay, I'll do 5 minutes of weights that day. Just 5 minutes. If I say 30, just do 5. Get that down. Same thing in the morning. I'll just get up 20 minutes early. I'll walk. I don't even have to run today. It will turn into something. Habits turn into something, okay? And then same thing with weightlifting. If it's like 10, 11 a.m., if there's a 30-minute time slot, head to the gym, head out into your backyard, take your stability ball, take your dumbbells, and go wild and get to be a hot, sweaty mess. Okay, so expand your capacity. That having those two in place, the cardio and the weightlifting, is so essential when you're wanting to really lean out through the core, build the booty. When you want that overall look, when you want a well-rounded look, you can tell when people just do cardio. You can tell when people just do weights. And there's benefits to both. And if you guys are in a zone where you want to focus on one or the other, that's great also. But again, shift. I do focus on that overall look and feeling hot and sexy in your body. So that's the ideal schedule for the summer. Get up before your kids. Get up and then take a nap. Take a 15-minute breather. Go tanning. Go lay out in your backyard and just lay down, breathe, and then you'll notice you start going to bed earlier and you start planning your dinners a little differently and all that jazz. Yes, I'm a Nazi when it comes to the schedule. Okay. Holiday eating is my last question. So we went over like home equipment on what I prefer to have. Oh, and on the bands, real quick, I like Spree bands, S-P-R-I. They have green, red, blue. Those are the 3 colors I have. I have 2 of each. They're great to take on trips. I also have a TRX. Sometimes you can find them on an online garage sale, like the older version, for cheap. It's not necessary. You don't have to have it, but they're nice to have. And then I like the Spree Stability Balls. Okay, so those are the brands. And then we went over summer schedule. Get up early and then expand your capacity. It's just capacity. It's just expanding your brain and letting there be space. Just let there be a little bit of space in your brain that says, okay, I can do both. Even if it's just a little bit of cardio and a little bit of lifting. And even if it's cardio and then lifting, just make sure you have a little shake in between, okay? The cardio can be on an empty stomach, and again, you don't want to be awake for more than an hour and a half without food on your stomach, okay? That'll set you up better for the 3 o'clock time that later in that day. So that's the ideal summer schedule. And then the last thing we're going to talk about is holiday eating. So this weekend is my favorite holiday, the 4th of July. It's my anniversary month, 13 years. And I love 4th of July. There's just a lot of heat. I love heat. There's a lot of fireworks. There's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of busyness. So the one thing I always suggest is always think ahead, think backwards, just like the military people. They're smart. They always think end in mind. So think of next Monday. Think of the Monday after a holiday. How do you want to feel? And then plan backwards. The one thing I'll notice when we're with family or with cousins or friends, barbecues, is people are just like, I'm just so tired, I haven't gotten any sleep, we're just off schedule. So allow yourself to have your schedule. Allow yourself to go to bed early the night before the 4th of July. On the 3rd, go to bed early. Get a lot of good sleep. Water. Hydration, hydration, hydration. When you guys wake up in the morning, maybe not guzzle, sip aggressively like a half liter to a liter of water. Make sure you're getting your water, and it'll set you up for the day. It'll send those signals to your brain. I need to drink. Drinking water is good for me. Okay. So water is a big thing. And then eating around holidays. You know, I personally, when I'm with a lot of people, there's a lot of people around, I don't want to sit and chomp chicken forever. You know, so the meals around, like the barbecue, I like to do a lot of shakes or eggs or just something quick. A lot of people like cottage cheese. I currently don't do a lot of dairy. You could do cottage cheese, yogurts, you know, just keep it nice, fresh, easy, light. So I do a lot of shakes and just like chicken and some veggies. Then when it comes to the event, my favorite thing to do for events and parties is bring a huge, large platter, 2 actually, of shish kebabs. And do veggie ones, do chicken ones, then do veggie and chicken ones, and then do another platter of fruit kebabs, and then do one for the kids that's candy kebabs. People will love you. They'll be like, that is the best idea. And kids love them. Kids love walking around with sticks. Because it's like, you know, sparklers, but food sparklers, okay? So that's an awesome idea, is to do shish kebabs. I just take my shish kebabs, I marinate all the veggies and make sure they're nice and chunky. So you could do bell peppers, purple onion, mushrooms, artichokes, eggplant, it's my new favorite one, sweet potatoes, cauliflower, tastes really good on there if you can get it on correctly, zucchini, yellow and green, zucchini, squash, yellow squash, chicken, pork, steak, bison, I don't know if you have bison. Bison's hard to come by. Even turkey burger chunks would be good on there. And you could do like meatball ones, okay? And make them nice and cute. And then I dip them in, or I marinate all that stuff in fat-free zesty Italian dressing. My other dressing of choice is Ken's light basil something. It has basil in it, and I love basil. Use all your fresh herbs from your gardens. Take your rosemary and chop it up and put it in the marinating bowl. Use roasted garlic and mash it up and wear gloves and put that in the marinating bowl. The fruit, you know all your fruits. You could do pineapple, and, you know, make the American flag ones. Put some marshmallows in between. Go crazy, you know. Okay, so that's something that people love, is the shish kebabs. The other thing that people love, oh, the kids, they love the candy kebabs. Okay, then this is the other one. People say, bring a dessert or just bring something fun. My new favorite thing to bring to parties, if I know kids are going to be there, even adults, is little water guns and water balloon packets. It's a blast. Instead of like being like, do you want some candy? It's, do you want to play? Do you want to interact? Do you want to connect? And again, just always remember the purpose of these parties. Remember why you're there. Are you really there to chomp a ton of food in your mouth and try and talk to your cousin that you haven't seen for like 10 years? And you're like, ugh. How you doing? You know, like, focus on the individuals. Focus how they're doing. Focus on their heart. And know that food is just like that beautiful decoration around it. And don't, you know, a lot of women are like, well, I feel like if I don't eat that cake, I'll never get it again. Always remember that there's thousands of recipes online. If you don't get your food on the event and on the holiday, I promise the next Monday you can look up the recipe online and make it. It'll be there for you. Carbs are always available. So going with the abundance mentality, there's enough, there's plenty, I'm fed. If I go home starving, that's okay, because I can go and get leftovers, or it's fine. It's going to be fine. I'm fine. I'm fed. I'm well. I'm healthy. I'm in America. There's an abundant amount of food. So go with the abundance mentality that there is enough. You are enough, and your holiday will be fun. And then just expect, if I happen to go home hungry, it's going to be okay if I go to bed hungry. I'm going to be okay. Why? Because you can wake up the next morning and have an awesome chocolate protein shake and put some whipping cream on top of it and some sprinkled carob chips, you know, something fun like that. So there's always stuff available. More than anything, make sure you develop those relationships with these parties. You develop those moments with your kids where they never forget, like going to the firework park and whatever it may be. So just have tons of fun and enjoy your experience and your moment and why you're here. Okay, so I hope that was good Q&A for you guys. I love getting questions from each of my clients, and even if you are not a Shift member, I would love to have questions from you here on this YouTube site. I also always want to remind everyone about my awesome Shift body toolkit, and it has recipe card with the grocery list on the back, tons of green smoothies, tons of smoothies, just regular smoothies, snacks, breakfast, lunch, dinners. I have these available. I've had lots of people have incredible success on them. It has a quick start guide. It has a checkoff list, a how to get started guide, so that, I guess I just said that, huh? So that you know exactly what to do. And you know how to put it together, and you know, like, okay, I should have 4 meals, 5 meals. Awesome food. I obviously highly suggest it because I created these recipes, and I love creating yummy, healthy food in the kitchen for you hot gals that are wanting to live that healthy lifestyle and just feel better and tighter and leaner in your body. So I have those available. You can always message me below, and we can get those. And always visit shiftmybody.com. We're constantly updating the website currently, so we have a new look and feel to it. And make sure you always go to my Instagram page, which is Shift My Body, and then Facebook at Shift Fans. So I will be there. I'm always there to answer questions and interact with each of you hot gals. You guys have an awesome, awesome holiday, and we will chat soon. Bye-bye.